Hey, what's going on, everybody? I just want to tell you that I really appreciate, all the support with my growth and just learning things, trying to do things different as far as my thumbnails and different things like that. But I just wanted to, take a second or two and just say thank you to all my new subscribers and everybody for just watching and giving support. Okay, but today we're going to talk about rebranding. Okay, and when you hear rebranding, you probably think of sports athletes rebranding. You probably think of like a business plan or just, stuff like that. But no, we're talking about rebranding yourself. Okay, and when I talk about rebranding yourself, I'm talking about your job. I'm talking about your relationship. I'm talking about your friends. If you feel like you're that person that people come to with negative stuff, always wanting to put a bug in your ear and stuff like that, and you're just wondering why you, because you let that stuff come in, and that's with your friends, and even in the workplace, you really need to stay away from gossip, and all that, because that can really hurt you. People are not going to tell you that it's hurting you, but it is going to hurt you eventually. And what you want to do to rebrand yourself is just be nicer to people, ask people how they're doing, um, find out ways that you can help your coworkers, find out ways you can help your boss, find out ways, learn new things. Don't put yourself in a box, be like, well, you know I'm a secretary, so all I'm going to do is do this. No, if you have time, slow time, whatever, go out, help somebody do some packing or, whatever else. Just do whatever you can do, for the company. Don't feel like, you know, you're doing everything because, a lot of times you're probably not. And if rebranding, if your boss come to you, with a situation or whatever, let them talk. Do not always try to defend yourself, unless they're talking about firing you, doing like a write up or something like that. But other than that, take, uh, be quiet, take in suggestions and different things like that. And even in a relationship, don't always be the one, quick to speak. If you're having a communication, if you're communicating, let them talk. Sometimes I know it's hard because you try to get, your 2 cents in. You're like, oh, well, I don't want to forget this, so let me. Well, sometimes it's better to forget something, especially if you're not the one with the problem. If someone is coming to you with a problem and wanting to communicate to you, take it in. You don't always have to speak, or at least you don't always have to be the first one to speak. Let someone ask you, what your opinion is. Um, let someone, want to hear from you. Don't always be, you don't always want to be the one to speak. Um, and even in your job, if you, take some of these things, and apply them to your life, um, there could be, promotions, um, at least nice words. People want to be around you. People will ask you more questions. People will find you more valuable, you know. But yeah, just don't always, you know, be slow to speak. Don't always put your 2 cents in everywhere. Let people come to you sometime. Just, smile and, um, yeah, just Do a lot of smiling. Speak to people in the morning. Um, don't be late for work. I mean, just don't give anybody anything to talk about. Even not don't just be late to work. Just any appointments. Don't be the person that people don't want to call on because they don't think you're going to be there. You know what I'm saying? Especially somewhere you need to be. A family event, yeah, a function or something like that, or a meeting at work, or different things like that. But and this is only going to work if you work at it. I mean, people love negativity, and people are going to try to hold this over you for as long as they can. But what you have to do is be persistent. Just changing. Um, and it's a process. It's a process. Um, and it's gonna take a while. But I promise you, if you stick with it and just every day try to improve, it will work for you. And I'm telling you, it will be great. As far as your job, more money, and all that. All right. Thank you for listening.